Apart from teams, users, roles, there are some company level settings that you can actually play around with. So number one is when you come to settings, there is a general setting where you can change the name of your company. You can change it to Zorp text account. Make sure you save. The company ID is something you can use it as a reference. When you talk to us, that will be quite useful, but you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to change it. You don't have to do anything. You can change the logo of the company. Just click upload your own specific logo, and it will instantly update both here and your header, so it looks like your application. Finally, there is a time zone. So depending on where you are from, you can change the default time zone. So that will take into effect how the data is shown, how the applications are shown, are rendered. All of those things can use this information dynamically, so that it will be configured according to your specific use cases. So once you make changes to any of these, just hit save to make sure it is actually applied. So the second type of settings is what we call secret keys. So there are two types of keys we are talking about. So one is Zorp key. Let's say you want to call any API on Zorp, so you will use this key management. But right now there are no tokens, so you just click on regenerate, and it creates a token for you. So all you have to do is just hit copy, and you can substitute in all the API documents for Zorp. So the API documents, you go to any of the workflows. In the workflow, you have API docs for the specific workflow, and it will ask for the key when you start using the APIs. So this is where you substitute the key that you have actually added, you have generated in the secret key management. So this is how you actually use the key. Now, apart from that, there is also called external keys. So you do a lot of integrations on Zorp, and you have to bring in some sensitive information, that like keys or tokens, which you use to log into other applications. In those cases, you may not want to keep them in plain text, because it can be misused by other people who have access to your account. So that's where you have the ability to add your own secret key. Now, when you add your own secret key, you can just name the key whatever you want. You can create an internal identifier. So this is the identifier you will use within the Zorp applications to refer to this key. So I can say that token, and I can enter the key that I actually want. So I'll say 234, I add key. So now the test key is actually added. So in your workflow, when you want to integrate with any other system, or you want to use it for something else, you can just refer to this key from your data fields. It will be available, and the key will be automatically inserted. Now this key, once you have added, you cannot view it. You cannot view it, Zorp team cannot view it, or anybody else, even if somebody gets accidental access to this account, will not be able to see it. You will only be able to replace it in the future. All right. So that's kind of how the key management actually works. You can add n number of keys the way you actually want. Hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions, do comment below the video so that we can answer them.